Well, how is everybody this fantastic September the 17th, 2022? Hello, folks. Good to have you two here. Thank you for joining on a special. Let's be special. I don't know if this will be a special live stream. I'm not exactly sure. I will promise, though, well, I'll make a great effort to be nice. I'm going to be super duper nice. Even though I suffered a little bit of food poisoning earlier today, and I haven't been at my best operating performance, to say the least. How is everybody tonight? Let's do a 10 o'clock check-in before we get into a little bit of the drama, maybe? Oh, I said it, didn't I? I said drama. Carlito, finally late enough to catch a live stream. I was thinking about doing a midnight run, but I'm like, you know what? Let's make it family oriented. Let's make it let's uh, commit to a eat and run, kind of the it's kind of like the family hour, right? Or so to say. Lane Kramer, interested to hear your thoughts on Haslab. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that because I'll need your help for the Haslab. Eric Heinke here. Hello from Charlotte, North Carolina. Lots of negative and positive things in the six scale community. Easy is getting out of hot toys. Oh, don't buy that. Easy is worse than a flip-flopping politician. He's in, he's out, he's in. He's out for the moment. By Tuesday afternoon, after he has a bowl of cornflakes, he'll be back in the hot toys, all right? Or worse, he'll come up with some sort of clause, like a Santa Claus. It'll be like a micro loophole. I was only out of the hot toys biz for 48 hours until the winter solstice kicked in or something. That's easy, all right? He's always back. He's like that, right? Easy will be back in time for the Hot Toys Best in the Loop, I promise that. Absolute Irwin, Engine of Vengeance. Let's hear it. Oh goodness. The Hot Toys Nightmare. Hello, everyone. 11 p.m. West Coast Valley, Utah. Welcome, welcome. Wait a minute. Did you change your name? I think you changed your name, didn't you? Lane Kramer, let me guess. You got tactical Batman. Young Squid checking in from West Palm Beach, Florida, 1 in the morning. Hello again. Gonna be checking in from 8:03 a.m. from Thessaloniki, city of Greece. Well, I'm quite honored that you'll be joining me on this evening run. Absolutely. Dr. Brent Banner. Step Naomi from Houston, midnight. That's right. It's always midnight somewhere, huh? Right? Opening a bag of delicious In and Out. Oh, that's right. In and Out. Those burgers are good. Good. Yeah, everyone. 1 in the morning, East Coast, New Jersey. Carlos bringing in some popcorn. I mean, why not? As long as you can. Absolute Irwin. Feel better and speak collection down. Braden, 3 p.m. Sydney, Australia. Hope you've been very well tonight. Braden, didn't you win something over at Mafia's channel? Did you get something? I feel like while I was toiling, I felt like you have won. Midnight where I'm at Indiana. First time catching this live, but I'm editing my next couple videos. 7 p.m. Hawaii. Can't wait to hear your take. Uh, yeah, yep, that's right. That's right. See, I was paying attention. You know, I lurk in the shadows, folks. If you haven't figured that out. Is my audio coming in? I would like to know. Is the audio coming in? I can definitely check. Audio, audio, audio. Is this better? No? I'm not picking up anything. Hopefully the audio's coming in good. If I get audio's coming in a little, but your audio's coming in. Let's try something different. I don't know what's going on. See if I switch it. this better? A little bit better, maybe, hopefully. I just unplugged it, so I'll get a little bit closer. I won't try not to. All right. Another news, water is wet. Oh, okay. All right, back. Sorry about that. I was just kidding. Mandalorian Huntress, good evening, Denobi. Hello there from Orlando, Florida. All right. Mickey Town, O-Town, Universal Town, all of those and above. Welcome, welcome. Midnight here in Kentucky. All right, here we go. Checking in. Problem with the audio. Christian, I hope the audio's coming in. I just unplugged and reset the mic before I start getting in. Greetings from Fort Reissues. Greetings, checking in from Fort Worth, Texas, 12:06 p.m. Is the audio choppy? I just unplugged it. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Whatever you just did, tapping in the mic, it's better, much better. All right, good. All right, I'm fast forwarding, much better. All right, fast forward. There we go. Perfecto. What's up, collectors? Geodesic, a polyhedron. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you for joining in. 1:08 in the morning in Epcot. Oh, that's right. Epcot. The Guardians of the Galaxy coaster. That's not open yet, is it? I don't think so. All right. I got a couple topics here tonight. You guys have been catching up on a lot of the ups and downs for the week. Doing your part, listening to the community of YouTubers, right? The influencers, they're out there. For the most part, they've all been, I think, providing very good opinions, really good opinion pieces from a lot of them. Really good examples of educated guesses, right? Because that's what I mean. That's for the most part. We try to do our best. For the most part, when we talk about toy companies and Hot Toys, Hasbro, MondoTees, and so forth, right? We don't really work. I don't know anybody in there, but what we can do our best to provide and somewhat of an educated guess based on history, experience from what we know, and our love of collecting, right? Now, I'm feeling a little bit generous, even though I suffered a little bit of food poisoning today, which is the weirdest. It was coffee. I'm pretty sure I suffered caffeine poison. I'll get to that at the end of that. But see, tomorrow is September 18, which is actually my birthday, right? And I'm going to visit a unique place in Las Vegas called Lost Spirits Distillery. They have it's an experience there. It's kind of like a steampunk experience. And I don't really drink. And it's more of a drinking experience. But the reason I want to go is because they have a steampunk Nautilus submarine setup or experience. And everybody knows I like, not well, close friends and family, they know I like the Nautilus and steampunk Jules Verne's and so forth. So I'll be going out there, even though I'll probably be sipping the drinks and kind of stretching out because I just don't. I kind of tapped out of alcohol a long time ago. I can drink it. I can be like Data, and if I'm like in a crowd of individuals, I'll interact with humans and I'll sip on it and kind of milk it. But I just don't do it. But anyway, because it's my birthday tomorrow, I wanted to and because of the overwhelming views from my room collection tour. See, the room collection tour, I put a lot of work into that, and it turned into a journey of self-discovery. I kind of forgot a lot of things. I forgot why I purchased certain things. I forgot why I collected a lot of things, and it was for the most part very enjoyable. And one of the things that I found very lovely to me was the Star Speeder 2000, 3000, the red one, because it was one of the first unboxing videos that I did for my channel. And I learned a lot doing that unboxing videos. This is like 2012. So it was just a lot of fun. It's been getting a lot of really good views. I had to break it up into a Hobbit trilogy, and it was just fun. I really enjoyed it, even though it was a lot of work editing and so forth. So I do want to give back to the community, and it's something very unique, right? Something that reflects me. and what helped build this channel for the last 10 years, right? And that's going to be Fison, right? TV League Fison. So what I want to do is I have one of these here. I have a Kier Shadow of Heaven, brand new, still sealed. And I want to, at the end of the video, I'm going to do a random drawing. I'm just going to give it away. Brand new, still sealed. Now, we'll be providing free shipping in the US. Because I do the midnight runs and they do cater around the world, I'd be more than happy to ship this if the winner wants to accept the international shipping charges. So if you really want this, I'll give it to you. As long as you're willing to cover the international charges, I'll ship it to you. England, Abu Dhabi, Australia, anywhere, but the shipping's on you. And I'll even cover I'll even put down on the, it was a gift, right? I mean, because they're going to ask, what's the value on this? It was a gift, right? Because it really is, right? So how do you enter to win? Very simple. Hashtag Fison. In the comments, just type hashtag Fison. You don't have to type it in 3 to 4 times. The generator it'll only count you as one. So, and throughout the evening run, I'll remind folks, just type in, because when I run the search, I'm only going to search for hashtag Fison. And then at the end of the evening run, you'll be able to take Kier Shadow of Heaven, which that is a current screenshot. She is on wait list, so she's already a chase figure. All right, enough of that, the generosity. And get back. There you go. There you go. All right. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Tactical suit, or tech suit. I said tech. Well, actually it is tech suit, tactical Batman version. This is the Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? So, because I can't help myself, I'm going to turn this into a classroom, all right? By this reissue, and the first person that answers this. So this is a reissue. This is a tactical Batsuit version Batman. Does this reissue bother me? Denobi 2. That's the question. Oh, no cheating. No cheating now. Talk amongst yourselves, all right? We're going to turn this into a classroom. We're going to keep things just slightly a little bit different. All right? This tactical Batsuit version Batman from the Justice League, does this bother me? Louise Libbets. No, honestly, it does not, right? Because if any of you took the time to watch my collection tour, I already have this. I already have the tactical Batsuit version Batman. It doesn't bother me. When I see things like this, oh, by the way, so it doesn't bother me because I was there, right? I purchased this. This was probably a reissue in such a short time span. It honestly, it does not bother me. In fact, I'm starting, as collectors are starting to adapt, right? When I see things like this, I'm also adapting, but now I'm starting to feel sympathy to year one collectors when this happens. This doesn't affect me in a negative way. It affects me in a very sympathetic way because now I feel sorry, because this figure it's a really cool Hot Toys figure that was released. That I think went into pre-order 2018, I think, or 2017. I know what I paid for it. I paid. Where's my? This is what I paid for this thing. I'll show you. This thing sat on Sideshow probably for about a year. So I think it went into pre-order in 2017 and then it shipped out 2018. But I know I bought this because I dragged my feet and I was waiting for some coupons and stuff like that. Because I know there's a coupon code, or maybe it was points or something. But I paid $256 for this, and it's a, for the most part, um, it's a good figure. Now, I've been listening to a lot of the streamers throughout the week, and I just feel like nobody brought up a main concern. One itsy bitsy little problem as to why we would want a reissue Tactical Batman, but that's okay. You guys have all gathered here. I'm holding a classroom here. Before I do, though, I do see a super chat war. Six Scale Mafia, I didn't know you were live. Wait a minute, Mafia, I am hurt. Don't you have the bell? Did you not ding the bell, Mafia? No, it doesn't. Now hit me. Somebody answered the question, but no, it does not, because I've been there, right? I've collected this, and one of the things that when I did my collection tour of the self-discovery that went through me is that I've been there, right?
I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago.
I collected it. So you understand now the sympathy. I'm like, God, I really feel sorry for you guys, because you see what I paid for it. This is a time when there was no sales tax. I paid $256 for it. Shipping right before the whole end of the world, $17 discount, and there was no such thing as tax, right? So at this point, everybody's getting angry and happy. I honestly feel I'm very sympathetic now, because imagine yourselves, all of us, we're all let's pretend it's a race. I don't think it's a race, but let's say we're all jogging towards a direction, and now we find some of us now stopping to tie their shoelaces, or worse, start running in the other direction. That's the sympathy I mean. I'm like, oh, shoot, that really sucks. We're kind of jogging in this direction, and now some of you are tripping over a rock, right? Or you're tying your shoelaces, or worse, you forgot to bring your bottle of water on the jog, and now you're running in the other direction. That's where the sympathy comes from. Like, everybody's kind of getting worked up and so forth. And then, to make matters worse, right? It's not even the complete experience. And I'll explain in this classroom session here. You see, when the Justice League Tech Suit Batman was released, it had a special, unique piece right here, right? It included the mother box. Now, this reissue Tactical Bat Suit, it doesn't include the human mother box. Remember, if any of you have ever listened to me, I've always mentioned that in some cases, the accessories within a specific Hot Toys can be just as valuable, right? They can carry their own weight. And the fact that Hot Toys it's a reissue with minor improvements, because there's a new paint application, the diorama base has been tweaked and so forth. But if you've noticed the pattern with these reissues, they feel like they're gonna omit. Oh goodness, I am slipping in the classroom. Am I being called out? Am I being called out in the middle of the classroom? You're right. Apologies, Great Mafia. You're absolutely right. I am slacking because I do have a schedule, but you're absolutely right. You did a $10 super chat, which I am very grateful and thank you. So you'll get the bumped thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. Danovi extends his gratitude for your support. Trust knowing your contribution helps. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mafia. Thank you so much for that. I am slipping, so it's always good to have you you folks out there keep me on there. All right, here we go. And for those of you joining, For those of you joining the live stream, hashtag Fison puts you in the run-in for a special Kier Shadow of Heaven giveaway at the end of the live stream. So hashtag Fison, don't spam me. I will block you if I see hashtag Fison more than 2 or 3 times under your name. Just do it once. The system will only count you as ones anyway. All right, where was I? All right, so the Justice League tech suit Batman that was released, 3 or 4 years ago had this mother box, and this is one of the reasons I purchased Rey from the Rise of Skywalker, because I saw the value in Dio, the little droid, because I just assumed that Dio, the droid, would never ever be seen again. And just I remember I was even telling, I think, Anthony Mafia, 16 Mafia, and a few others, that little droid was recently sold over $100 on eBay. $100 for Dio. That's what I mean. And when you look at things like the mother box, right? That was only included in that situation. And then you understand the value, right? So now if you've seen my collection tours, I tend to, it was a journey of self-discovery. I don't really sell a lot. I have a lot of older Hot Toy figures, right? It seemed to have surprised a lot of folks who took the time to watch it. But the point is that I just I really it really sucks now, right? It's that sympathetic, yeah, it's a reissue. That the tech suit Batman is a decent figure, right? Right? It does have its problems, and I promise you, we're going to get to its problem. I don't want to use plural. I want to say problem. But just seeing what the mother box is, because we are on the eve, right? I mean, if you remember in the Zack Snyder Justice League, Cyborg, right? Remember Cyborg, right? He separates all 3 of the mother boxes. So if you have the glorious opportunity to build the Justice League, if you stuck from the very beginning and had the original Justice League, right, from Josh Whedon, and now you're introducing the Keystone member with those mechanical arms from the back, right? You're going to want to have those mother boxes probably suspended. I'm going to create a diorama or of some sort to suspend it. But you're going to want to have those mother boxes suspended in front of Cyborg to recreate that separation scene. At least, even though the mother boxes were outside of their earthly cases, still you can still create a really cool scene. So it's I don't know. I don't know what is happening with Hot Toys. They're clearly showing signs of struggle. They're clearly showing signs of financial fundraising, but they have not shown me a sign yet that they've hit the iceberg yet, and they're sinking. If that makes any sense. Is water filling in port bow? And are the sailors on the deck with the buckets throwing it over the railings? Yeah, I think we're at that point. I don't think the ship is in immediate danger yet, where we have to lower the lifeboats yet. But I can't not state that they are exhibiting signs of financial hardship, borrowing from Paul to pay Peter to split with John and so forth. Right? These are the some of the signs here. Going through the comments here. Let me get to the I'm gonna actually get to one more here. Cyborg is inbound in October, right? This is a Hot Toys figure that's inbound, and they do a reissue on the tech suit Batman. So I mean, it's a fair educated guess, and I've heard this throughout the streams throughout all week. It's a fair educated guess that they may start dabbling into the Justice League line, right? Nightmare Batman, Superman, based on Zack Snyder. They can absolutely do an Ezra Miller, right? Ezra Miller on Flash, because remember in the Zack Snyder version, he is walking around wearing the suit with a head sculpt. So it's fair to say that we may be able to we may be getting a Flash with a Ezra Miller head sculpt, maybe, right? Even though he's a little bit out of control, he still has star power, right? It doesn't matter. People tend to forget of any of his little shenanigans or what he does. But yeah, we can definitely get a Ezra Miller head sculpt. Wonder Woman, maybe not, because the '84 Wonder Woman hasn't shipped yet, and that's a little over a 2-year mark already. The head sculpt, right? Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman '84, that hasn't dropped yet. Could we get another Superman? Well, we just got the black suit. People have been bitching for Batman. Well, we got the tech suit Batman. So it's one of those maybes. And if they do go down the Justice League and they start doing reissues, again, it's not really going to bother me at this point, because they've made it very clear since last year, this is the direction that Hot Toys they will be taken into the future. They need to do whatever it takes to stay afloat and survive. Right? We don't know the full story. We really honestly don't. I was told, and I was shared documents, that they did take government assistance last year around summer. Toy companies are being pruned out of existence. Eagle Moss, right? Mid-70s company, 45-year-old company, right? Just snapped, just out of existence. Hot Toys is not that old, folks. It can get snapped, right? So we're seeing all of these new measurements, figures arriving early, figures without photo blogs, and yeah, I welcome it all. I 100% encourage it. I encourage whatever it needs to be done, because if they don't, then we can possibly run the risk of Hot Toys going away, right? Just simply being pruned out of existence. Let me pull up a video here, folks. Where is my video? This one here. Let's pull this one here. Pull it up. All right. This is my tech suit Batman that you see on the screen here. And I really wish, and maybe, and if another YouTuber had pointed this out, I'll give them props. But from what I was able to watch through most of the week, this particular problem was not addressed. I think someone had mentioned that it had QC issues, but the QC issue was never really addressed as to why, maybe, possibly, we actually do need a reissue. There may be a technical reason why a reissue is needed in such a short time span. Now, the tech suit Batman, as I like to call Bat Ass Gate, it's his ass, it's his butt, its structural integrity is way too much. It just is. And I really wish that this was something that would have been brought up with other streams, because this is really important. And I can't really wag the finger, because again, this goes back to something that I mentioned before, when we all want to do our part to help the community, right? But it can be a little bit challenging talking about something that you either A, don't own, or B, never actually held, or C, you may not even be aware of the history associated with this figure, right? We have a lot of year one collectors in the community, right? Maybe a veteran collector may have discussed this. I don't know. I know that in the 4 streams that I saw this week, since this was announced, I didn't really see a main focus on this. And the Batman ass situation, yeah, it's that big of a deal. All right. So on top of the poor articulation, right, the inner molding of his butt just does not make sense. And if you can see right here, mine did arrive torn. There's a little tear right there. I patched it up. I used crazy glue, and not crazy glue. I use Gorilla Glue, but It wasn't the resin, it was the other one, so you can withstand the stress of it, because every time this guy bends his leg, stress points form. In fact, just handling the figure between now and then the collection tour, I noticed another tear in the fabric. Maybe you'll be able to see it in this video. So I really hope that with this issue, issue of the Technical Suit Batman, they address this, because look at that. Did you see that? That's like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, what is going on there? That's bonkers. I never actually unboxed this figure. I never reviewed it. It arrived. This was 2019, so I was starting to get busy at work, and I just unboxed it and I threw it. I'm like, this actually really annoyed me, and it kind of pisses me off that this information was not shared with me through circles. Now, I don't know who reviewed this in and who reviewed it. I didn't feel it necessary to watch an unboxing review in 2018 or 2019 on this particular figure. I just knew that I had a coupon and I had wanted it, because at that point I was already in dead set that I'd wanted to get all the Justice Leagues, because I knew they were going to be hated and they were going to disappear. So this right here could be one of the justifications as to why we may need a reissue. And nobody really talked about this. And this is the thing that really bugged the hell out of me. Everybody's bitching about why Hot Toys is doing this and why Hot Toys, but nobody really took the time as to why maybe we may need a reissue. Because look at that ass. That's Batgate there. Look at that. Did you see the tear? Hold on. God, I get annoyed looking at this because I forgot about this. See, this was a pain point for me, and I threw it out of my head. And I rediscovered this when I was doing my collection tour. I'm like, God damn it, I forgot about his big ass and the structural integrity. Like, look at that. Like, redirect all energy from life support to the structural integrity on that fabric. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And then the base. And then the base. It's a mediocre base. It's all right. I know the new one gets a repaint. What's the year on that? 2019. It's fine. I don't use it. You didn't see it in my collection tour because it was buried. I had it underneath the shelves. So it's fine. It's the new reissue gets a lava repaint, I believe is what happens. So it's fine. Just looking at this, like I said, maybe this is something that they wanted to fix. It could also be hidden. It could also be throwing one stone and hitting multiple birds, right? They're taking advantage of the tent pole excitement of Cyborg and the Zack Snyder Justice League enthusiasm. Plus, maybe they got dealt with a lot of QC issues behind the scenes that maybe at the time we were not aware of, and they're kind of like quantum leaping back, right? Going, they're quantum leaping back to the past to fix to fix right what once went wrong. So, and it's not, you got you try you you all right, 10 points. This is what clever girl. So wait a minute. Wait, what is this? That's your job done, OB2. You collect DC. Well, wait a minute, Anthony. Wait a minute. Didn't you have a panel of like 8 people? You're trying to tell me that none of them collect DC? None of them? None of them collect DC? None of them knew of the historical issues that were buried on Batgate? We got to coin that. Right? Come on now. I can only hold your hands for so long now. All right? Come on now. Don't get me started, Anthony. All right? You had a panel of what? 8, 9 people, and nobody knew about Batgate and his bat ass and the structural integrity and how you had to redirect life support to that? I love that. I love that. Batgate. That's it. I mean, that someone is losing their Denobi points with that remark. Right? I mean, that's everybody's been bitching about, how dare Hot Toys, right? Everybody and Hot Toys is taking the community. Oh, we're standing protest. Let's march to Congress. And I'm just in the shadows. I'm like, God, I really feel sorry for you kids out there. Genuinely sympathetic, because yeah, it does feel like a cash grab. It does. Let's call it what I mean, it's a company, right? They need to make money. So what? They need to make money. I try to look at things from all different frequencies and different dimensions. Maybe there was more to this. Maybe they want to do, they want to fix the problem of his ass. It's just too damn big. Maybe they want to take advantage of Cyborg. Maybe they want to do this. Maybe it is, it is Batman Day, for crying out loud. It is Batman Day, right? Am I the only one who can Blackbird? No. Mafia is my boy. He is my boy. I love him dearly, but Anthony knows that when he plays with fire, he may get burned. Hey, look, hey, hold on now. Hold on. This is this is an evening run. This is not a midnight run. This is so all right. I don't like doing this. I do not like doing this. But to set the stage, hold on. This was the prototype photo for the tech suit Batman back in 2018, right? I got it in 2019. So it's 2018 pre-order. What if, right? What if they're setting the stage? Right? I'm wearing the hat, folks. All right. I don't like, but I'm looking at all angles, right? I'm kind of like Doctor Strange. I'm looking at all the timelines here. His ass was designed for a specific reason. His ass was designed to sit, actually, right? It is. If you can, when you stretch it out and he's in a sit mode, the extra fabric actually does. The problem is that the fabric can't hold the stress, the strain. But I can't help but speculate that this figure is designed to sit down in a semi-cockpit. And looking back at the photos here, the original production photos back from 2018, there is a Justice League Batmobile back there. I don't know. All I'm saying is that I want to stake my claim that if Hot Toys decides to resurrect the Justice League Batmobile, I absolutely do want my points for calling it. That's it. That's it. That's honestly it. That's why I'm that geodesic. That's why I'm wearing the tin hat. That's the only reason why. I cannot help but speculate as to why the tech suit Batman would show up in such a short amount of time, right? Because I do feel that they are knocking out, they're throwing one stone and they're kind of hitting a lot of targets. They're taking advantage of Cyborg's imminent arrival. They're taking advantage of Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is still probably trending pretty good on HBO Max. It's a really good freaking movie. Sales are probably doing pretty decent for Nightmare Batman and Dark Suit Superman, right? Batman has always sold. Batman is theoretically in the same league as almost Iron Man. And whenever you are in trouble and you need to generate funds, throwing out a Batman, it doesn't matter which one, can always um, bring in those funds. So this is my tin hat moment. Now, who out there in 1/6 scale land is thinking about bringing another run of the Justice League Batmobile? Right? I was told, I even read that Jazz Inc. wants to do a third run on the Justice Mobile, but this time now, make it licensed, make it a true Justice League Batmobile, right? Kind of like a 3.0. Thoughts and prayers to the original backers, huh? Thoughts and prayers. Yeah, it really does. That's my thought on this. That's where I think. There's a lot reading in, right? There's a whole lot that you could look into this. It could be, I've never doubted Howard Chan. They are doing whatever it takes to stay afloat. They honestly are.
If you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw, there it is. That's a straw, you see. Watching. And my straw reaches across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
Don't bully me, Daniel.
I'm telling you, they're coming out for their milk. I'm telling you. Sometimes you have to, it's kind of like Emperor Palpatine, to understand the Force, you have to read the light side text, and you have to read the dark side of the text, right? And you have to grab that information and completely understand it. All right. Before I move on to the next topic here, let me get into some questions. CBS Sci-Fi. Without Hot Toys, we would have no hobby, and this video wouldn't be happening. We would not have the communities we love so much. I don't want Hot Toys to go away. I honestly don't. I think the die-cast Iron Man suits are works of art. And for those who can collect them and afford them, they understand exactly what I mean, because there's never been anything like it before. The amount of technology, the design, the research, it's all the soul, the epitome, everything that what Hot Toy stands for, it's in those die-cast Iron Man suits. I promise you. It's not in a Tank Commander Star Wars Hot Toys. It's not in a Grogu accessory pack. It's not in a Harley Quinn. Make no mistake, it is in a die-cast 1/6 scale Iron Man. And you'll see that in coming months when they unleash their die-cast Mark 1. And I'm truly excited to welcome the 2.0 or 3.0 Mark 3. I love it. It has a spot in my collection. The Mark 3, I see it like family. I'm not kidding. I'm genuinely serious. Nate, what are you doing geeking out? What's going on, Nate? What's going on? That's what happens in WB2's classroom, Victor, is that we have to do an extensive overview on Batman's ass because no other YouTube streamer in YouTube land who collects Hot Toys took the time to focus on it. That could have been a genuine reason. Could have been one of the reasons. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to hold a classroom here, Bad Boy for Life. I really am. Designed to sit, but the fabric cannot take distress. Again, Hot Toys could be essentially quantum leaping back to fix wrong, to put things right what once went wrong. It could very well. Again, one of the reasons, I feel it's one of the reasons. Oh, and also taking a jab at Jazz Inc. Abraham Mustafa. Hot Toys has really been visiting the Payday Loans office a lot lately with all these announcements, reissues, and 2.0. I will not disagree with you on that, Abraham. I will not. They are absolutely showing signs of financial stress. But, sometimes, right, even Elon Musk, right, if you know his story, where he was this close to filing bankruptcy for SpaceX, and he didn't know of that last rocket. I forgot which one it was. That this rocket needs to launch because he was on a streak of exploding rockets on the launch pad, and he tells the story. And he goes, "If this rocket does not go up, we're done." And it did. He made history, and now SpaceX is going to usher in an era of space tourism like the likes we've never seen. So sometimes, to get to the top of the mountain, you have to take risks. You have to do whatever it takes. I think this is what Hot Toys is doing.
You want the ultimate, you gotta be willing to pay the ultimate price.
I do. It's all part of the plan. I agree. I'll give you that. I'll agree with you on that. Geeking out. We were talking about the Justice League Batmobile being a possible future release. It was shown at the Shanghai store, as Palpatine would say, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. You're right, Nate. You're absolutely right. It was seen in Shanghai, sort of like a jab flex, kind of like a prisoner. What do you call that when there's like when two prisoners are pissed at each other and one of them walks right behind their back with a little chivy? That's what that Justice Mobile feels like. That's what they are. Hot Toys saving money on R&D. They save money where they can, and then they clearly dump it where they need to. I don't see them cutting corners with Iron Man, even some of the Star Wars. Like, we're finally getting a C-3PO. People need to be grateful. That's the other thing too. I've been hearing a lot of ungratefulness through the Hot Toy Star Wars, the Hot Toys community, not Star Wars community. Like they're finally breaking the mold on Bespin Luke, Attack of the Clone C-3PO. There's some hidden gems in there, but sometimes we all want to focus on the one negative that may actually have a legitimate, genuine story back in it, right? And in the end, right, Hot Toys can reissue any figure that they please. Any figure that they want. I have not talked about the Haslab Ghost Rider. I wouldn't call that a tinfoil hat theory. I would categorize it a future Hot Toys Justice League Batmobile announcement as an educated guess based on recent history. That could even be debated as well too. I felt it was more of a high speculation, but Hot Toys, this new variant version of Hot Toys, they've been casting spells of resurrection like I've never seen before. We've seen the history of them bringing things up that we all thought was once dead, and it's back alive, right? Mark II and so forth. The Vulture we thought was dead. So, yeah, they're clearly stating their position, their dominance. Never thought in any multiverse would I ever imagine I would be eating 3-day-old soggy salad and watching an in-depth perspective of Batman's ass. And yet, here we are.
Risk is part of the game. You want to sit in that chair.
As it should be. As it should be. Don't bully me, Howard. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Justin Kills. Sorry, Denobi, I didn't want that shit. Hey, the rules have changed, right? I can no longer preach don't day one pre-order anymore, right? I can't do that anymore. This is we're on the brink of hitting the nightmare before Christmas. We're almost hitting the holidays, right? You have to do what needs to be done. I've always stated the last several months, right? Any of the pre-orders from 2021, they're all gonna sit forever. The Toontown Ahsokas, those Captain Rex, toilet seat Boba Fett, all of that shit will sit. It's pre-orders from April moving forward. Stay on high alert. Stay on yellow alert, right? I said it in my last stream. It was no big surprise. Everybody thought it was the end of the world when Peacemaker went into low batch. And I'm like, you guys are all idiots. You guys all took a dump on Peacemaker back in February. Why wouldn't he be a small batch, right? So if you really want the tech suit Batman, then go for it. It may be a small batch. At this point, it's anyone's guess right now. I do my best. And nobody run an awesome show. I'm doing the best. I should do that, right? Video thumbnail has to be Batman's. I might as well, because nobody thought it was important enough to focus on his ass, right? Nobody thought that maybe a reissue on his butt was probably deemed necessary, right? Oh, Hot Toys is after our money, right? Well, look at this nightmare, man. Look at that. Boy can't flex for squats. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, goodness. All right. I think we are done with the classroom. What do you kids want to talk about next? Huh? What are you in for? What do you want to talk about? Oh man. So there is a gathering of great minds coming up in Las Vegas. Queen Studios is hosting a shindig of a product. They're going to be showcasing their products. They're going to be showcasing InArt 1/6 scale prototype figures at this event in my backyard, right? In my backyard, Queen Studios, right? It'll be majority Queen Studios. They are the parent company, right? Just in case InArts goes south, they clearly want no relation if something does happen. Look, folks, I think I'm probably the only one. I feel like I'm the only one that has the biggest. I mean, my shields with InArts are on a constant rotating frequency. I treat InArts like the Borg. I don't trust them for shit. And they say, hey, let's join a pack. Let's, like, if InArts came to me, hey, Denobi 2, let's join forces so that we can cross this nebula and we can share shields. F you, InArts. I'm going to keep my shields over here on a rotating frequency, and you keep your distance over there. And then you enter the nebula first, and I'm going to be right behind you. I don't trust your shenanigan. I love a good shing-ding. Yeah, so they're going to be here. They're going to be in Las Vegas. I think it's October. I guess I have to come, right? Because this is my backyard. I don't have an excuse for that, too, because it's happening Saturday evening at, I forgot the hotel. I don't know. I'll look it up. Is it the 9th? Somebody know that? I should know this. They sent out invitations, and they want the whole community to be out there, and they want us all to be there to take photos and stuff, and to ooh and ah, and then that's how it starts. And then there's yelling and then there's screaming. Bugman, are you going to be there? I'm so glad they're going to Vegas so you can examine InArt. See, I don't know if I can provide a benefit to you good folks out there. I honestly don't. See, I'm somewhat inoculated against them. I'm not like my fellow brethren that are swoon by their waving of wands and stuff like that. There's just too much there, right? There's just too much concerns, right? There it is. Thank you. I knew somebody. I RSVP'd. I'm like, whatever. I guess I have to come. Did he get it? Wait a minute. Wait. Yes. 50 points, good sir. I was testing you good folks out there. Lost World, Jurassic Park. Nate got it. All right, don't get cocky now, Nate. But yes, that was absolutely a Jeff Goldblum reference from The Lost World. Look at him here. Okay, so what type of benefit if I decided to attend the Queen Studios InArt event? I'm under the impression that they're not going to have anything ready or completed. It's all going to be prototypes. It's all going to be hair and makeup, dolled up prototypes, right? Look, I'll be there, but I probably will be the biggest skepticism. I'll be the biggest skeptic there, right? Because all I keep hearing is how wonderful InArts is doing. Look at that. Did you see the Joker? Like when I hear my fellow colleague YouTube influencers talk about InArts, they make it seem like these products have been delivered already. And it's to the point where I'm even playing head games. I'm even playing like a word game. Like, you know, when I'm listening to some of these guys, like if I take the word InArt and I just substitute the word profit, it just makes better sense. Like when I hear someone say, you know, the profits that, the profits have released that Joker figure and it just looks fantastic. Oh yeah, the profits are doing a really good job, aren't they, Joe Schmo? Oh yeah. I mean, the profits are clearly going to be a big threat against, the Hot Toys Dominion, and when you substitute that word, things just make just a little bit more sense. And the assumption, especially for a company that has not released a figure yet, now they're having a social gathering of sorts outside of a big major event, New York Comic Con, right? In Las Vegas, where the booze flows like water here. And if you're paying attention, alcohol doesn't do anything for me. I don't drink. So if I attend, I'll be like in my own next generation episode data where everybody's under the influence of some sort of alien amoeba. And I'll be walking around thinking, I'm like, these guys are all fucking crazy. Like none of this stuff has been released yet. It's all prototypes. Now, what if I'm wrong? What if Denobi 2 is wrong? Right? Oh, Denobi, you're Chicken Little in the whole situation. You're blowing things out of proportion, Denobi. Oh, you're out of control, right? Well, then you know what? I was brought up to apologize and accept responsibility. So if I'm wrong, sure, I'll go on a tour. I'll visit other YouTubers' channels and I'll go on an apology tour. I mean, the public loves a redemption story, right? Now, but what if I'm right? It's not like my fellow colleagues in YouTube land are going to give me any credit, right? Right? They're all pretending like the storm is out of the blue. That's what I hear. They all pretend like, you know, we didn't see this storm coming. we didn't know that everything was going to go discount, right? They weren't paying attention to me when I told them that 2-pack Boba Fett was going to go in the bargain bin. Or like I'm telling you now, that toilet canister Boba Fett, the one that sits on the commode, is going to sit forever. He's going to sit forever, folks. 2 SKUs, the shit sits. He's part of the 2021 curse, unfortunately. It's moving forward that you have to keep an eye on. Abraham. Wait a minute, Abraham. You're trying to work some of those points, aren't you? Abraham, have you gotten points yet for me? That's pretty damn good. I like that. I like that. All right, 10 points. Don't get carried away now. 10 points. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's take some comments here. Tremble does. Here we go. I don't know, man. I feel there are plenty of skeptics of InArt, and it's logical cause that they are brand new to the 1/6 scale action figure game. Wouldn't make sense to say Hot Toys and go all in on InArt? Wouldn't it make sense to say fuck Hot Toys and go in on InArt? Whoa, Tremble Dust, dude, you're talking like a cult member. Ooh, do not unsubscribe from me, by the way. But your comment comes off near cult-like. All right. All right, Tremble. Now you done it. All right. Now you done it. All right. We're going to have a classroom. We're doing a classroom now because I talk and no one listens, right? And clearly it sounds like I may have to go on a world tour. All right. Classroom time. We're doing InArts. Now, before we get into the classroom, right, I've told this to selected few individuals who understand the gravity of the situation, right? InArts has...
He who finds the Grail must face the final challenge.
What final challenge?
3 devices of such lethal cunning.
Booby traps?
Oh, yes. But I found the clues that will safely take us through in the Chronicles of St. Anselm.
Well, what are they?
Yes, what are they? You see, InArts has 3 challenges, 3 devices, right, to be successful. 3 challenges, because everybody thinks that you can just open up a 1/6 scale company, right, and then start making figures. Not just making figures, but charging $500-$600 for 1/6 scale figures. First challenge, right? It's going to be the first challenge is delivery. They have to deliver first. That's the first challenge, all right? Deliver on promise and expected timeline as stated. Now, deliver on promise. What is deliver on promise? Well, you promised exceptional quality, levels of euphoric design, soft goods, made, just out of the finest materials and stitching. This figure, we guarantee, will be worth $500 or whatever, right? The first challenge, they have to deliver the figure and deliver on promise and expected timeline as stated. That's the first challenge for InArt. Clock's ticking. And they've already kicked in, I've lost count how many fucking SKUs. What are we up to? 8, 9? I have no clue. I know there's 4 figures, and I know you can mix and match like you're building a Tesla. You can do this. You can add hair. You can style the hair. You can add some mousse. You can go sculpted. You can get the undercoating of the carriage. You can do that. It's too much. It's too confusing. I just want to sit on the floor and play with a friggin' toy. I don't want to build a Ferrari. All right. All right. Second challenge. Second challenge that they have to overcome is definitely going to be collectors need to commit to purchase when invoices are sent out. Will they buy the figures or let them sit? The third challenge, the figures need to hold value at or above retail price. Are they going to be impervious to discounts? Let's go back to the second one, though, first. This is the one we're going to focus on here. Second challenge, collectors need to commit to purchase when invoices are sent out. Are these the same collectors that were swooned by the Christopher Nolan Batman figure line that is now being offered on the discount bin on Sideshow? Shoot, I hope it's not those same collectors that all said that they were excited to revisit the world of Batman and the Christopher Nolan and buy the Bat Tumbler and buy the newly improved 2.0s of Christopher Nolan because they love Batman. They love it. Wow, give us an InArt Joker, right? Collectors need to commit to purchase when invoices are sent out. There's a reason why Sideshow has a garbage load of stock, because collectors from Hot Toys did not commit on a $250 Moff Gideon figure. Now let's ask them to commit to what, $500? Or better yet, $1,000 on a Joker that has Malibu Barbie hair now because it's rooted? Get the fuck out of here. Will they buy the figures or let them sit? They're letting the Hot Toy figures sit. Sideshow is throwing every nook and cranny discount at them. It's not enough to get them to swoon, right? The third challenge that InArt has to figure out, the figures need to hold value at or above retail price. Are they going to be impervious to discounts? Now, why is this one so important, right? This is the most obvious one. The figures need to hold value. Joe Schmo pre-ordered the $1,000 Joker. He commits to the profit, and InArts, to purchasing the $1,000 Joker. He gets it. He loves it. Assuming, though, that they succeeded on their first challenge, deliver on promise. This figure is a gem from heaven, a beacon of hope, a symbol of the future to overtake Hot Toys. That's what the InArts Joker is going to be. And they bought it, and they're in love. And he's in a honeymoon with it, with the Joker, because it's just fantastic. This is it. I got my rooted hair Joker. $1,000 Now, 30 days later, KG Hobby is sick and tired of all the cancellations, or worse, the extra stock, and they take the $1,000 Joker set and they discount it, $700. Or our favorite retailer overseas, Toys Wonderland. They're sitting on way too many, so they start to discount it. That $1,000 Joker set, Toys Wonderland is having a fire sale of $499. What type of message will that send to the community? That their figure doesn't hold the value. It sends a nasty little shockwave. It sends a shockwave. It's almost as big as the Klingon moon of Praxis exploding due to over mining and poor safety conditions. That's what it'll do. Because now Joe, who bought the figure for $1,000, now 30 days later sees it discounted, and now he feels that his figure isn't as lovely anymore. In fact, it's depreciated. These are the challenges that they have to overcome. These are the challenges that Hot Toys is currently going through right now on some of their figures. That's a lot. Those are some big challenges. So even if they deliver and collectors commit, oh, that Joker better hold its $1,000 price point, right? Now, one of the benefits we as USA collectors get from Sideshow is that they are a licensed distributor, right? They set the terms. They are the governor regent of this sector, right? Appointed by the Dark Lord Darth Vader. Sideshow is. They set the rules. They govern the rules, meaning that no one can discount figures for more than a certain price or offer shipping and so forth. They keep order, right? I mean, you can add maybe 10% or 20% with Sideshow's blessing. Toys Wonderland doesn't have to follow those rules. KG Hobby doesn't have to follow those rules. G and Toys doesn't have to follow those rules. T and S Figures, they don't have to follow those rules. It's the Wild West out there. Anything goes. Money rocks, bullshit walks. Questions? I can hear millions of voices suddenly crying out in terror if the Joker sets ends up discounted like the hot toys at Toys Wonderland. The pawns will always go first.
In chess, the pawns go first.
Humans.
I'm in it for the long haul, folks. Visit my Hobbit trilogy. You'll know what I'm talking about. I get all the points Denobi2 is trying to make, LOL. I think collectors just need to chill and wait to see that InArt proves themselves before handing over the crown to them. Tremble Dust, did you just convert on me? Stand up for what you believe in, good sir. If you feel, right? Because last comment sounded like you were ready to jump over the cliff for them. I am enjoying the School of Items 500 versus it's just a cautionary tale, right? That's all I'm trying to say. It's just a cautionary tale. Just be careful out there. These aren't Marvel Legends. These aren't Black Series. Just be careful out there. I haven't seen anything. From them. Nothing. Even their head guy, that does the tours for the other YouTubers. What's his name? John, the politician, right? Who speaks? He speaks for the trees, right? He speaks for Queen Arts. I mean, for Queen Arts. I know I keep getting that. Queen Studios, right? Just listen to how he talks, right? Just listen to what he says. He's actually been very quite honest with some of his answers. You just have to dig a little bit deeper. You just have to scratch. You have to scratch the surface and sniff. That's it. That is it. That is it. That is it. Everyone is looking at InArt, and little me is just staring at Ecto-1 and more Trek. Oh, wait a minute. Are you trying to jump me off into that train? Because you know I have nothing but frustration and dark anger for X06. To me, they're just all over the place too. Yeah, look, I'm with you. I want more Trek figures when they eventually commit to building a complete bridge crew. I'm assuming at this rate, we'll get a complete bridge crew by 2025. So they're just bouncing all over the place. They've been showcasing a lot. They're kind of giving us figures that look great, but I just feel that nobody may want. I don't know who's asking for a Mary Sulu. I assume that generation is either dead or staying at Shady Acres or worse, at a hospice. I don't know what's going on with them. They're all over the place. They're making Discovery figures. I don't know. I don't know. I give them a vote of no confidence right now. I stopped pre-ordering with them. They are a hot mess right now. Yeah, they're just, I didn't really want to talk about Exo 6, but you see what you did, Eric? You see what you did? You see what you did? Yeah, I would love to get a wharf, but which wharf are we going to get? Right? Which wharf are we going to get? I don't know. I mean, they're worse than Quantum Leaping. They're bouncing all over the place. It could be Next Generation. It could be the films. It could be Insurrection. It could be Generations. It could be Worf wearing the sailor hat from the holodeck. I don't know. I don't know. Where I'm looking at my notes. Haslab. Oh, Haslab. Let's do Haslab here. I will ask for your folks' help. Haslab, Ghost Rider. Let's do this. Let's get it back down. Let's get it back down here. Let's get back down. Oh, by the way, folks, I am at the end of the live stream. I will be giving away a Fison Kier, a Shadow of Heaven. This is the figure right here. Pull it up right here. I'll be giving her away to one lucky viewer. To enter into this wonderful little contest, please make sure you type in #Fison. I will use an algorithmic generator that will pull out one comment with this word, #Fison. Free shipping to US viewers. International, you're going to have to pay for it or you forfeit. I'm not, customs and underground tunnels and air drones being dropped off like in the outback. I'm not dealing with that shit. I don't know. I mean, maybe like Amazon drone in, the city of London, maybe it'll hit Big Ben. There's I have no idea, right? Singapore, right? Shipping, international, you folks take care of it. I'll ship it to you. Yeah. Oh, you want some of that Fison love now, don't you? They all do. They all want the Fison. Let's go to Haslab. Let's go visit Haslab. Share screen. All right. Let's look at this, folks. All right. You wonderful folks out there watching me, you guys know I'm a big supporter of Haslab. While you guys are out there are deciding whether or not your Hot Toys is worth $1 or double the amount or whatnot, I've always said a good financial way of guaranteeing your money is through a Kickstarter, Haslab crowdfunding source. The catch is that you do have to fork up the money first. But man, when it delivers, right, there's only a finite batch and you can either keep it or you can flip it. This current Haslab is the Ghost Rider Engine of Vengeance, which I had to do research on. I do not read I never read Ghost Rider. I know very little. The only thing I know of Ghost Rider is from the movie with Nicolas Cage. Our good friend for the channel, Anthony, right? Mafia, there you go. Brought me up to speed on it, that it was, 2014. It's a Hispanic version. It's not the same Ghost Rider that I know of. So it's one of those situations where, well, I'm not very educated in this world. I don't know much of Ghost Rider. I don't know how much value I can theorize that can be potentially generated from this. But I've been burned in the past too, where I've spoken to experts in the world of Transformers, and they both told me that Unicron was not going to double in price. And look at where Unicron Haslab is now. Last I checked, it's like $2,500. And that came from two Transformers experts, because I'm not a Transformers expert. No clue. no clue. What I do know is that for the most part, Haslab's either double or in most cases triple. The Razor Crest did triple in price the minute it dropped. It was a quick unload. It really, really was. Now, $349 is a lot of money. It just is. For I want to say it's a 1/12 scale of what type of vehicle is this? Is it a Challenger? Is it I don't even know. Does it tell you? Is it even branded? Are they even allowed to brand this through a legacy automaker? Maybe somebody in the comments can help bring me up to speed. Is this, what type of vehicle is this? Is this like a vintage muscle car that gets resurrected from hell that Ghost Rider is using? It looks like a $40 WU vehicle with just fancy LED and lights. No, I cannot agree with you on that. I looked at the size, 18 inches, and I brought out my ruler, and this vehicle is big as shit, Victor. This is a big vehicle. Now, I can speak from Haslab experience that the Haslab prototypes, when they deliver on their final product, are always above and beyond. The sail barge, the Sentinel, Unicron, what else? What else have I? I'm also back in the Proton pack with Haslab. I backed the McFarlane. I'm back in the Mattel Robert Pattinson Batmobile. I have had, I shit you not, very great, wonderful success back in Haslab's crowdfunding source and so forth. They just are. When they're like this, when they're a finite bunch, it's that situation of, do you commit or do you not commit? Oh, thank you. Did someone get it? It is a Charger. Is it a Charger? Did someone, I was meaning a, they didn't pay for the Dodge Challenger. So so what are you saying, Carlito? That in the movie it was a Dodge Challenger and then Hasbro is flip it into a Charger? See, I don't know. I did not see this movie. I'm touching on it because I wanted to bring that level of trust and confidence that if this thing gets backed, it will most likely guarantee double. I've never not backed anything that hasn't been double priced or triple. And I don't know if it's worth for me to take a leap of faith on this or to wait, because I'm pretty sure there's another inbound Haslab coming in. In fact, there may even be two from what was rumored to me. So do I sunk in my pennies into this or do I wait, right? It's kind of like, let's make a deal. I'm not worried about losing money on this. I can back a couple of these and I'm very confident that I'll be able to make it back. I just know I will. I've never, and that's how Haslabs work, or Kickstarters or crowdfunding source. Hasbro has never gone back and reissued anything yet. They have not broken that trust yet, even though people are still holding their breath for the Haslab sail barge. Oh, it's going to come. Trust me, even if they did do a reissue on Jabba's sail barge, you're not going to get it for the price you got it back in 2017 before the end of the world. With inflation and the cost of plastics and synthetic materials, it may even be double the amount if Hasbro decided to reissue it. But they did commit. They did state in the descriptions that this is it. It's a one-time batch, and they move forward. They're not doing it again. So going back to this, this is a 1/12 scale vehicle. The wheels come off. It's going to have the front comes off. It's going to have vehicles fully equipped with 20 LEDs for scorching hellfire light up effects and tires. Engine, grill, tailpipes, and driver's seat headrest. Requires 3 batteries, so it's going to have a lot of points of articulation. It's 18 inches long. I recommend anybody grab a ruler. I did. I have my yardstick somewhere, and I looked at it. I'm like, this is a big ass vehicle. This is very, very big. So I try to look at all scopes of this. All right, so I'm not a ghost. I did not read Ghost Rider. But Can I use this vehicle? Can I repurpose it for something else within my toy collecting, right? If I sold the Ghost Rider figure, and I just want the vehicle, could I use this vehicle for something else? Could I use it for a Blade, the vampire? Can I use it for him? Did he drive a similar vehicle? Did Daredevil, did Punisher, did Spider-Man, did somebody cool that maybe I do love, that I do emotionally connect with, did they drive this vehicle, right? Because as of right now, I'm probably just going to back one, just because I know it's going to be somewhat of a grail. It's going to double. They all do. All of these double if it gets backed and it looks like it's on par, because sometimes you can't just see it as a Ghost Rider action figure. You're only looking at it two-dimensionally. Imagine it in your head three-dimensionally. What could you, as a toy collector, use this vehicle? Could I repaint it into a hot rod red and repurpose it for another character that drove a similar vehicle? I don't know. I stopped reading comic books in the early aughts, right? I'm actually reaching out to you folks out there for ideas and suggestions, positive suggestions, right? Right? Because I'm not going to entertain anybody that says, oh, it looks like a Playmobil toy. Well, then you're just attacking something that you just don't understand. It's kind of like that quote from Star Trek comes in. The Borg Queen, when Data is being tortured by the Queen, and he throws a pun, and she says, small mind attacking something small. Like you're just being mean, or are you actually just attacking something with a constructive criticism, right? If you don't like it, you would just say, hey, I don't really like this, and it's out of my price point. I would rather wait for something else or buy something else. That Ghost Rider car is more than Cobra Hiss. $300, give me a break. Give me a break for not doing. All right, fine. You're not a Ghost Rider fan. You're more of a Cobra fan for G.I. Joe. That Cobra Hiss tank is pretty good. They definitely would need the license for Chrysler, so it's not branded. Okay, so it's no Charger. Let me see, Eric. It's not for me, but I think it'll fun simply because many would like to have a scaled vehicle. See, that's what I mean. You're thinking outside the box. Because I have no clue who this Ghost Rider is. I can't say I don't hate Ghost Rider. I just don't know who he is, and I never found him fascinating. But what I do see a value here is the 1/12 scale Charger vehicle. I don't have a 1/12 scale Charger vehicle in my collection. How could I use something like that in my collection? How can a vehicle like this benefit me in my collection? Maybe if I do buy it, I may not want to use it for Ghost Rider. What could I use it for? That's actually thinking outside the box. Everything else I can sell. You don't think I couldn't sell these action figures on eBay, right? They're finite batch. It's not like they're mass produced at Target. You're only going to be able to get this figure. And if Hasbro decides to reissue this figure, it's going to be in a different paint scheme anyway. It's not going to be the exact same figure. They don't do that. They may reissue they may use the exact same mold, but they'll most likely repaint it. I mean, there's a trunk. Could you use it for Goodfellas? Can you put some bodies in there? Can you use it for a period piece car? Is it a 60? Do we know if it's a 69? Can we customize this? Can we make that engine on top real? I mean, I don't know. That's what I mean. It is a comic book vehicle, but can it be repurposed for something else? Charger, Haslab, Boba Rancor. That's Book of Boba Rancor. Not sure. Did you not want the Rancor to get backed, or were you for the Rancor? Because I can tell you right now, there is voices of regret and doubt for that Rancor not being backed, especially after Book of Boba Fett ended. The Ghostbusters Proton Pack, yeah. They didn't even bother painting weather underneath the vehicle, under the car. Victor, what are you talking about? Do they show you underneath the vehicle? Or are you just making things up? Is there a photo here that shows you underneath the vehicle? Let me see. I didn't see any. Is there something underneath the vehicle? Hold on. Oh, so they do swap out the engine. All right. So they do not. Would that be important? So you're right then, Victor. They do not paint underneath the vehicle. Do they? What is it that they promise here? Supernatural muscle car, 6 flame, 2 brimstones for dynamic, 400 engine. So you can swap out the tires, 1 additional engine to convert from Hellfire, exclusive Robbie Reyes figure. Would that be, I don't even know if that'd be important or not. I would be more concerned on the top. But I can understand why that may be a concern for some collectors. Sure. That headlight looks pretty badass. I just don't know. And what I'm encouraging the viewers to look is, even if you don't like Ghost Rider, could this vehicle in its human form, because apparently you can get rid of all that flame nonsense and you can swap out the engine part, you can make this into a different vehicle. Could it provide a, because as far as I understand, there's no other toy manufacturer that has made something similar like this with lights, right? And of this scale and of this specific model. For the, well, see, I'll agree with you. I think the price is a little bit high, but can you find something comparable if you did want something like this? Exclusive, yeah. Function and wheels. Here, let me put it here. I'm impressed. So I can tell you I'm sold. I was kind of on the fence before I got into this. That video sold me, because you know what went through my head? I'm thinking of like Don Toretto from Fast and the Furious. I shit you not. Have they made any figures from the Fast and the Furious? Because that's what I would put in this thing. I would throw away. I wouldn't throw it away. I would sell all that flame effect schlockiness. I'd sell that shit on eBay, and I would paint the vehicle up or something and give it like NOS and canisters. And do they even make Fast and the Furious action figures? That's what I would put in there. That's actually pretty badass. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. I'll probably just back one, and to help on the cost, I'll sell the parts. Like, I don't want that Ghost Rider action figure or that flame effect. I'll sell all that, and it'll probably bring the price down. I don't know. What is a Haslab action figure? I mean, what, $40? It's not going to go for 25 once it delivers. It's a Haslab action figure. It's probably going to fetch at least $50. again, it's a finite figure from a Haslab back end. It's not like it's going to show up at Walgreens, right? So I would probably do that, and I would sell all that flame effect, and then just keep the car. Yeah, and see if I can dig up some Fast and the Furious action figures. That would probably fit better. That's what they should have done, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah, even, oh, that's right, the Mezco one. That's right. You can put a Mezco action figure. Mezco action figures are 120. It'll probably work just fine in there, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or a Punisher, maybe? Does Mezco 1 do Punisher? Put him in there. I would put anything in there other than that. To me, again, I'm calling it it's silly. I didn't see the movie. I don't care for Ghost Rider, but the vehicle looks pretty damn cool. I'm encouraging you folks, grab a 18 inches is pretty goddamn big. Well, we don't see well, we don't know if that's the final sound. You can't. It's a sizzle reel. It's just letting you know that the car rev sound. So you can't honestly really judge it by that. I just would, unfortunately, that would not be fair. Sounds like the Blade soundtrack. Yeah. Yeah. And again, this is something that it may not be for everybody, but it's going to get backed. And like most collectors I know of, I'm thinking of, a few, you don't want to get punished by history. So if it does go back, and you're only going to have an X amount of time to make that decision on whether or not it's worth keeping or whether it's worth backing. So check on Etsy for customized. Yeah, I mean, you can do so. To me, the value's in the vehicle. I don't, the whole based off of the movie it just looks cheesy. Authentic. The license plate. I mean, it lights up. It's going to have headlights. It'll have the rear lights. The stick shifts. You can tweak this. I'm telling you, what I see there is Fast and the Furious. Yeah, Engine of Vengeance. Back by September 23rd. Additional tier unlocks. Yeah. And here's the kicker. If you unlock those tiers, which it looks like it's going to be additional action figures, I would just sell those action figures to help eat down the cost, to be honest with you. That's what I would do. Apparently 6 or so stretch goals, all figures they said on stream. One seems to be Mephisto. Is that legit or is that a joke? See, I don't even know. It looks good. I'm telling you. I mean, it's one of those situations that it may not be for everybody. You may even want to wait for the next Haslab. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I can tell you I'll put in for one. I would just want one. I don't know if I would want to deal with flipping it or anything like that, but from what I can tell, and it's just a prototype, and I can tell you that every Haslab's prototype, it always delivers above and beyond. I can tell you the Sentinel was a big surprise. I didn't think the Sentinel was going to be as cool as it was. The Sentinel is one of the ones I backed. So, yeah, I mean, I look forward to it. Yeah, they tease Mephisto, and the video and pics is the only way they can sell a devil character. Ah, okay. Very cool. Very, very cool there. Who needs 350 when you've got family? All right, you get 10 points. That's actually pretty good. All right, you bet. All right, Ma, you get 10 points for that. All right. That's my take on the Haslab. I'm backing just one. I think there's going to be a lot better stuff coming down the road. I know Hasbro is doing an Indiana Jones panel. They are doing all those action figures in 6-inch, and maybe we may be able to be blessed with a Haslab on Indiana Jones. Wouldn't that be swell? Huh? That'd be kind of cool. All right. I'm going to do the giveaway. I'm going to call it quits, and let's go do the giveaway. And let's do it here. All right. I am giving away Kier Shadow of Heaven to one lucky viewer. I'm going to use a random generator. And I'm only going to be searching for one word, and the secret word of the day is hashtag Fison. Make sure you put your comments in for hashtag Fison. That's what I'm going to be using. I'll be giving this away. Free shipping to anybody in the U.S. International, you got to cover those import fees and all that. I'll take care of the shipping outside the U.S. once it heads in your direction towards Asia or wherever it ends up in. You got to take care of those fees for me. So hashtag Fison, and let's get the generator ready. All right, the giveaway tool. Did everybody get it in? All right, people, have a good one. Thanks for the stream, Denomi. Thank you, everybody. Oh, that's not going to work. Wife of that's hashtag. That's with an O. It's not going to show. All right. Here we go. Hashtag Bison. Start collecting comments. No, it's not right, is it? There it is. It's generating. Hold on. It should have more than that. Is it just 9? That's not right. Did everybody do hashtag Fison? Oh, there it is. Hold on. It's coming in. Let me refresh it here. Let's refresh it. Evening run. I'll refresh it before I run it. There it is. 16. I just have to refresh it. Everybody in? Well, there's a giveaway. All right. They're coming in. I'll hit refresh one more time. And this is going to be it. I'll hit refresh. 17. Click on the broadcast. And let's do this. This is the last one. Hit refresh. Oh, capital. Be specific. Click on the comments. I think we're good, right? Hashtag Fison. Not. I don't think it's counting the lowercase p. You think so? Let me see. Let's see. I don't think it matters, does it? Let me see. Let's see. No, same amount. All right. We got, 20. They're coming in. You guys still putting it in? All right. That's it. Draw. Oh, look who got it. Wife of 808 Michigan Jedi got it. Congrats, good sir. Reach out to me on Instagram. And if you are 808, oh, wait, are you in Hawaii? 808, are you in Hawaii? That's okay. It shouldn't be that much, right? Just ship it out there for you. 808 is Hawaii, right? Or are you in the U.S.? Whatever. Reach out to me on Instagram. You are the lucky winner. If you haven't, my Instagram, boom, right there. And I'll ship it out Monday. I'll take care of it for you. I'll ship it out. So reach out to me so I can grab some info. And congrats, man. Appreciate everybody who participated. Can we do a foil? Can we do foil? No, that's it. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you spelled it with an O, it's not gonna pull it up, unfortunately. So this was it. This was the evening run, and thank you all for supporting me, watching the videos, and yeah, tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm gonna have a good time tomorrow. So see everybody. Thank you so much, and remember, do not let Hot Toys drink your milkshake.
If you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw, there it is. That's a straw, you see. Watching. And my straw reaches across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up!
Don't bully me, Daniel!